All right, so here's a little update. I've got two of the units mostly upgraded to the bigger M10 motors. So you can see here, this one's got the smaller laminar sized keel holder. This one's actually a little bit bigger, so that's for the Will's wing. And then you can actually see on the side, it's a slightly different profile of those tubes for where they mount. So this one's mounting back here, that's for the laminar, and this one I have to use a different plate, that's for the T2C. The upgrading the motors, I basically had to remake these plates, and so it bolts into the motor with 4 M4 screws through a carbon fiber plate. Then it's got some carbon fiber spaces in there to keep any heat creep from coming over these. I did these in ASA, though I'd rather like to do them in polycarbonate, carbon fiber, 3D printed, so it'd be more heat resistant, but that should be fine with the spacers. Then these are bolted on, and there's actually nuts inside. They're hex nuts that go, lock nuts that go in this plastic that holds it, but it's sandwiched on the carbon fiber plate. And then here you can see there's a little, this carbon plate goes on top, and this bolts in, and there's a piece of plastic with a 3D printed plastic with a lock nut inside there, so the motors can't rotate. You can see the quick releases here. You can just squeeze those, pop off the props. They go right back on, a left and a right, kind of rotating. These are the brakes. I'd like to, if I get an ESC with a brake, I'll get rid of these. The only things I need to do now to get this finished is plug these in, make sure they spin the right directions, tune the brakes to make sure these are positioned in the right spots. This one's actually, it's got a program button, so if you hold it down, when you turn it on, you can update the software via Wi-Fi. And then I need these caps, I want to acetone smooth these to make them a bit stronger, and then they will just bolt on a little square washers that go in here, and there's 4 bolts that'll keep those on, so they'll get all streamlined up. And so that's the two of them. They're both running the 80 volt ESCs, except this one has 100 over here. I'd rather have them all 100, but I blew one up. And then I redid all the wires, the batteries are over there, so it's basically pretty much good to go. I just got to get these plugged in, the motors lined up, and you know, we'll be ready for testing. So I'll weigh these in a second.